What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Spirit Change.
Today, it's part of an ongoing series that we're doing. There's a lot of summer blockbusters coming out, and we're here to prepare you for the movies this summer by reviewing the movies that came before it, whether they be on 3D or 4K.
So today we've got Prometheus in 3D. We're not going to get into the film itself because the movie did come out in 2012, so we assume that you did see the movie already. Now for some quick tech specs. The movie is 124 minutes long. It was shot natively in 3D. Aspect ratio is 235:1. So for those with television screens, you're going to get the letterboxing on the top and the bottom. For us with scope screens, you're good to go. So picture quality wise, Elias, what'd you think?
Picture quality wise, overall, all I can remember, aside from it being 3D, was it had a very bluish hue to it. Ain't that right? Or was I seeing things?
Maybe it was the cold of space.
Oh, there we go.
I think so.
So because space is so cold, yeah, there was a bluish tinge to the whole entire film. From the beginning, when the engineer is over there on the rocks and he takes whatever he takes, you know, I'm not too into the lore of Alien. This is actually the first Alien movie I've seen, as Shane and I were talking, you know. You got a lot of blue in this movie. 3D, very good, because you got those scenes where it's all holograms. And right then and there, that's how you know that this movie was made for 3D, because of the holograms. You know, if it wasn't for that, the only other parts of the movie that would be cool in 3D for me would have been when there's a lot of group members, a lot of the ship's crew is all together inside the caves. You get a nice depth. You get nice depth effects there because, you know, there's people behind others. The final scene, hopefully no spoiler alerts, but at the end when there's the engineer ship that's like falling down, and it crushes Charlize Theron. Yeah, it was nice to see Vickers in 3D too, by the way. Yeah, probably not as good as Rogue One, but, you know, almost there. But anyways, yeah, seeing that ship fall on top of her and then fall on top of us as the audience member, that was pretty nice. That was a cool effect in 3D. But again, holograms. The holograms were on point. That was my favorite part. So what you got?
The movie was shot in 3D natively, so there's great depth in this movie. None of that cardboard cutout look to it. The movie's kind of dark. As he pointed out, it does have kind of a blue cast to it, which lends to the atmosphere of space, cold space. And the notable scenes that he did bring up, the hologram scenes, great pop-out effect, great depth there, especially the space shots as well, when they're in space. The stars, a spaceship. Great depth in that as well. Overall, this is a fantastic 3D transfer. Reference quality for 3D. If I was going to rate this 3D disc, I'm going to give this thing a good solid 9. Good resolution, even though the movie is taking place in dark. Good detail, even in the shadows, in the dark scenes, in the cave scenes. Good resolution there. So good solid transfer for 3D. Solid 9 from me.
As far as what I would score this movie, if I had to just rate it on the technical side of it, I'm sorry, but I gotta go with a 7, because it's like good 3D, but there's nothing else that does it for me in this film. That's just my personal feeling. You know, I look at it and everything's like 7,000 Kelvin. It's so cold, but that's the intent, so fine, go with it. But, you know, that's my opinion right there, 7, because like, the only part that does it for me is when Fassbender's holding the globe, and then the other parts where there's really good 3D. And if, you know, Charlize Theron comes up on the screen.
7 from Elias.
I mean, that's a good number, right? They say the Earth was created in 7 days, and this movie has to do with creation. So 7, I think, is a good number.
All right, so there you have it. 9 from me, 7 from him. Now, audio quality wise, it's in DTS HD 7.1. I thought it was great atmosphere, especially when they're in the ship, where people are talking. It's echoing and it carries on all the way throughout the entire sound field. Great depth there. Musical score fills the entire room. Excellent quality. Action scenes, awesome.
Yeah, audio when they're in the caves, especially since there's a lot of echo in there. Really nice to hear. Jump scares were there. Effects from when I don't want to say aliens, because, you know, you got to use that term in the right way with these films, but when the creatures on the planet that they visited were attacking the first crew members. What do you call that creature? The one that looked like a snake? Does it have a name?
Space Cobra.
Yeah, when the Space Cobras are attacking the crew member.
I don't know if that's what it's called.
when the space cobras are attacking the crew members, that's like the first moment where you start hearing effects like acid and stuff like that, and that was nice. Very crisp. Again, cave echoes, atmospheric sounds when you're outside, when you're indoors. Really nice overall. I'm gonna give it a 8.5. I thought the audio was great. That's what made me feel like I was part of the experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this audio mix. I gave it an 8. I'm gonna give it a 9. I thought it was great. It wasn't super aggressive, but it was very active. Things always going on. A lot of ambience, just all around you, very atmospheric. So a 9 for me just for that alone. It really engaged you, brought you into the environment, brought you into the movie. Now, is this movie safe for kids?
I think that with the engineer's head exploding on the table as they're testing it out, and with the implied messages that Idris Elba was sending to Charlize Theron about her possibly being an alien, and she said, meet me in my room in 10 minutes.
And the alien abortion scene as well.
Yeah. I'm going to say, if I was a kid, like, I would have been cool with it. But, in today's world, you got to be real sensitive about stuff, especially here on YouTube as of late. So I'm going to say, no, it's not kid safe.
There you have it. Not kid safe. Don't let your kids watch it. Plus, it is rated R. So avoid this movie if you have youngsters. Alright, now if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Do all that, nice stuff for us.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Catch you in the next one.